Hello everyone, I'm back with another video, and in today's video we have an HP laptop. This is an HP laptop 14-CM0033LA. The last two letters are LA. LA stands for Latin America. If you have a US, it's for United States, TA for Canada, and so on and so forth. And in this video, I'm gonna take you on a step-by-step how you can open it up and how you can clean up the fan, repaste the CPU, pretty much clean up the motherboard. We call that a maintenance, preventive maintenance, and you should be doing that once every year, year and a half, depending how heavy you use it. This is not a benchmark, so I can show you after or before. It's just pretty much a regular maintenance and servicing. Just remember, by servicing and doing your own maintenance, you're not going to change anything in the system. Everything's going to be left the way you had it before. The only thing that you might be surprised is that once we disconnect the battery and we plug it back in afterward and you power it on, it might take up to 15 seconds for the screen to start flickering, and will give you a text saying that CMOS was reset to default. That's normal because this laptop do not have a CMOS BIOS battery dedicated. The BIOS takes its charge from the main battery, so when you disconnect it, the BIOS will get reset to default, which is not a big deal. You just press enter, it will reboot, it will go to the Windows normally, and that's it. All right, so first thing first, I'm gonna power off the laptop, or you should power off the laptop, and you wanna flip it upside down. I'm gonna go over the tools I'll be using, and everything that I'll use will be linked in the video description in case you wanna purchase yours. I purchased myself this iFixit screwdriver set, the basic tool set, and from this basic tool set, we're gonna be using a Phillips #1. If you get the Pro set, they will include you with an opening tool, tweezers, and a few other stuff. If not, grab the basic set. I like to use a guitar pick for opening tool as they're really durable and I really like them. All right. Next, you need a curved or straight tweezers, used or new toothbrush, isopropylic alcohol, whatever you call this, 98% or 99%. Do not use anything under 98 or 95, I would say. The less percentage, that means there is more water in it, and that's bad. That's humidity, and that's like oxidation, water to the board, electronic. They don't go together. So get a 98, 99%. You need 1 or 2 sheet of the workshop towel. And people say, can I use a microfiber towel? I'm always saying, no, don't use microfiber. The reason is because once you put an alcohol on this towel and you try to work on the clean up the components, the GPU, stuff like that, this will get ripped apart and will prevent damage on the component. Unlike the microfiber towel that they can get tangled on the component and damage it. A good thermal paste. I'll be using an Arctic MX4. You can use an MX6, which is the new one, much better. And you don't need to go overboard crazy like thermal grizzly, stuff like that. Arctic MX4, MX6, that's perfect for this job. All right, if I miss anything else, I'll let you guys know. So what you want to do down here is to remove the 2 exposed screws in front of the laptop. These are almost chrome, but they're not shiny. The rest of the screws that we're going to remove, they're shiny, the same height and length. They're the same thing, but they're more shiny. So leave those in one part. The other screws are hidden. There are 3 of them in the back rubber. You want to put the opening tool on the bottom of the rubber feet and lift up in 45 degree and bring it up. If you adhesive it breaks like that, don't worry about it. Leave it like that. Nothing's going to happen. Remove the front one from the left side up until you see the screw. Once you see the screw, just put it like this and start removing the 3 screws at the back and the screw right in the front. Also, if you guys like my videos, if you find my videos helpful and helping you guys out, you can support the channel by clicking that like and subscribe. I'll greatly appreciate it. All right, once we remove the screws, what you want to do, you want to open up the screen a little bit, or 45 degree, 90 degree, whichever you want. You want to put the opening tool between the bottom cover, just jog it in there, stick it right in there, about 2 or 3 millimeters in there, and you want to just rotate like this, and you want to hear a big click sound. You're not breaking anything, you're just loosening up the clips. Sometimes these clips do break, which is not a big deal. The screws do the job by holding the case together. The clips are there just for assembly line. So you just want to do this all around. And the reason that it breaks after a few years of not servicing, the color, the heat, the plastic does get expired and it just becomes more fragile. So work yourself all around to the back corner. Once you get to the back corner on the side, to the other side, left and right side, All right, there we go. Once you do that, close it down, put it down, grab it from the front, lift it up, wiggle it around, and it will release the back corners. So here's your bottom case, and you can see it's kind of pretty dirty. You want to take it outside, wash it. You can wash the bottom part and leave it for drying. And down here we can see a fan, a heatsink that is very, very clogged up. So look at that one here. That is a clogged up fan. All right. So first thing first, what you want to do, you want to disconnect the battery. Go ahead and remove any screw that touches the battery. So 1, 2, there's nothing here, 3, 4, and there's nothing here. You might have a screw here, not here. Doesn't matter. Just take a picture, mark it with a Sharpie so you know where you're taking the screws out. Because I've seen so many of them come into the shop and they have a different place they screws. I don't know why they haven't put one away here, but I guess it's okay. All right, so remove all the screws that touches the battery. Once you did that, you want to grab the battery from the neck here from the middle and bring it upward 45 degree, and then you want to slide it towards the fan so you can release this hook right here. And there's your battery, put it in once. Now we can safely work in here. First, we want to grab our tweezers and we want to remove this connector back. I don't want to yank on the cable, they're fragile. Just grab it from here and pull it back. We are going to disconnect 2 fan screws right in here. If you don't want to repaste, you just want to clean up the fan, just remove these 2 screws, grab the fan, slide it backward, and it will come out. So you can see that's really bad fan right there, clogged up. And then look at the heatsink. It is kind of pretty blockage and nicely and dusty. So we're gonna take this outside and clean it up in a bit. And so if you want to repaste, which I really recommend you guys to do, is you can just use your fingernails or just tweezers to push this connector backward too for the speakers. So it doesn't stress right there. Remove 4 screws on the heatsink. All the battery screws and the heatsink screws, the fan screws, they're all the same size and height, so they're the same. So don't worry about matching them. Grab the heatsink by the leg in here and lift it up and gently just bring it towards yourself. And there's an excessive thermal paste right in there. So I'm going to take it outside, use a toothbrush to clean this one out. And I'll be back. And we are also going to try to do this one right now here. Put an alcohol, clean up under the fan with an alcohol, with a towel. I'm going to leave this one here and I'll be back in a sec. All right, I took it outside and I cleared the fan. So let's look at it. So this is how the fan is supposed to look like. I use a toothbrush, soft toothbrush, and blow some air through here, both sides, and it's nice and clean. Same thing with the heatsink. Just use a toothbrush to clean it up, and that's it. So now what we're gonna do, we're just gonna repaste. You wanna grab a little bit of towel, soak it in an alcohol, grab it, and just wipe over the CPU. You can do it. Use a force if you want to. There's nothing's gonna happen. Just there we go. Once it's cleaned, use a dry part. Put your fingers at the back of the heatsink so you don't bend it, and do a nice wiping. There we go. Grab any garbage. I'm gonna use a dry part. And there we have. So what you want to do now, you want to put one tiny, or like a raindrop or one line thermal paste in there. And next, what you want to do, grab the heatsink. First, put this side down inside the groove and then drop it down. Make sure the cables are out of the way and it sits there. Now, you want to cross screw the screws right in here. Always cross screw them. And I don't always try to tighten up the screw. I just put it down a few turns and let go so it doesn't unbalance itself. And then put the one on the opposite side. Again, don't tighten up. And do the same thing for the rest. Once you reach the screws in there, now you want to go again, cross screw them again, but this time you want to tighten them up. Tighten it up. Don't go too crazy. Tight. And that's it. The reason we do that way the thermal paste evenly will spread all over the thermal on the CPU and GPU. So you want to put the connector in front of the jack. Let me see if it goes backward this way. There we go. Grab the fan, goes under the heatsink. Slide the connector right into the jack. Straight in. Grab the two screws for the fan. There we go. Next, what you want to do, grab the battery that you removed, put the corner side in here and put this hook right under this cover and set it right there, and then make sure this plastic stays right in here. If I can find it there. And then you want to bring it on top of the connector, on top of the jack, and make sure it is aligned, and then push it down toward the connector. And then put the screws right over. I like to put the one close to the jack first. Don't tighten up too much, otherwise you're going to deform the plastic of the battery. Just little snugly, and that's it. Put the corner and this side right over here. Now, once you're done with this one, all you need to do is to grab there and put the IO side down, squeeze it down. It's clicking. Let go of this side, push down, push the back, the front, and now you can open it up and you see any gaps opening like this, and you just want to pinch them together. That's what you want to do. Once you're done with that, you want to put the two screws in front of the laptop. These are the chrome, but they're not shiny. I guess these are like a dull screws, and then put the rubber legs on top after you putting the shiny screws on the bottom. I'm gonna power on the laptop so you guys can see it does power on, and that should be covering up this video. As always, I hope you guys like this video and helped you guys out to repaste and clean up your HP 14CM laptop. If you have any question or request, feel free to leave them in a video comment. I'll try to answer them as soon as I can, always. Let's just finish up putting up the bottom cover. If it's not sticky, just buy a double-sided adhesive tape and put it on top. When you power on, it's going to take a few seconds for it to boot up, and it's going to say CMOS was reset to default. Press enter to continue. So let's see. There we go. CMOS checksum invalid. CMOS will reset to default. Enter to continue. Enter. Then I'll press F10 so it doesn't load the Windows. It will go to the BIOS. There we go, BIOS on the bottom. And we are inside the BIOS. We can see the RAM and everything else. And that's it for today's video. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next videos.